Right, some breaking news and something Man United fans will welcome. We have learned that the club will sit down after the transfer window shuts and discuss a new deal that rewards the performances of his breakthrough season, reflect on the importance that he is to the club's future as well. He's 19 years old, already on a long-term contract, but the club will consider improving his terms a priority, despite there being no rush. Pretty relaxed, given his current deal actually runs till 2027. There's an option of an extra year there as well, which includes inbuilt pay rises linked to performances. That's what's going to be looked at after the window. The England international feels United have demonstrated their commitment to his development, and he is convinced they are heading in the right direction together with the new football leadership team in position. The club are building the midfield around Mainu, we understand, and they're currently in the market for a foil for him as well with the top pick. So good news, the club will sit down with him after the window shuts and discuss details of a new performance-related deal as well.
I mean, first of all, £59 million, just as a standalone number, Flex, how would you feel about that? What do you think Manchester United are going to be feeling?
In this thing called PSR, you know, we've been told in reports in the media that Manchester United would consider significant offers for players. So that, off of that news alone, they would probably have a look at it. Every player has their price, as they say. Manchester United, our football team right now at the wrong end of the Premier League, not doing too well. So you could argue that every player has their price, right? But with Alejandro Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo and people like Ahmad, I think there's a sort of nucleus there that a lot of Man United fans are excited about. There's a nucleus there that Ruben Amorim has been talking about in terms of Alejandro Garnacho recently and saying he's adapting, he's improving. There have been some issues where he's been left out of a matchday squad. I was on a pre-season tour where Erik ten Hag didn't play him for all of the pre-season tour a few years back, for some issues where he's got to get his head down. But I think that in the business world of football, it's something that Manchester United might look at. I think from a fan perspective, there's a lot there with Garnacho to work with. And he's done quite a lot for a young player who's had to come into a really difficult team, a really struggling team that haven't been at their best. But I think Manchester United, the business side of it, could potentially have a look at that, or at least say, step into the room. Step into the room.
£59 million is a fair bit of money. When was the last time United sold a player for that amount?
Well, you're looking towards the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. You're looking to the likes of Romelu Lukaku, as you can see there, £74 million. Angel Di Maria was sold to PSG after a really tough time at Manchester United, £44.3 million there. And Scott McTominay as well is on that list. You know, Dan James is not far. He didn't quite make the cut, but he's another significant sell. So traditionally, Manchester United don't usually sell well, do they? And that's been the criticism of fans of not being able to recoup large amounts of money. If you look at someone like Chelsea, look what they sold Conor Gallagher for, look what they sold Kai Havertz for, look what they sold Mason Mount for, you know, players, Lewis Hall, etc., etc. So there's so many other examples of clubs selling players. They've either come through the academy or been bought and sold for a higher price that Manchester United don't seem to do they?
Hi there, welcome back. Some more breaking news to bring you now.